Today I'm in the heart of New Mexico's high desert. For the next 3 days, I'm motorcycling across beautiful landscapes, getting fresh water from hidden springs, fishing and swimming in rivers, and building shelters to survive the harsh heat of the day and the freezing temperatures of the night. Stick around for this video, it's going to be a good one. Alright, this is where I'm going to be staying tonight. It's an awesome valley that we're in. It is super sunny and super hot out. First thing I'm going to do is go scout for a location that's shaded. This place is commonly called Hanging Rock. You can tell why it's called that. There's literally a hanging rock right over here. I'm going to have to figure out a way to come down here because this is where I want to camp tonight. Look at that. This is where I want to set up my tent and stay the night. The ground is now clear. It doesn't look like anything is gonna rip holes in the bottom of my tent. I noticed on the walls here, a bunch of people carved out their names. This rock is made of sandstone, basically just really compact sand. And so you can just take like a stick, grind it into the rock until it makes indents just like this. I'm gonna go out and explore a little bit. Normally I'd be collecting this deadwood. New Mexico currently has fire restrictions put statewide, so I'm not gonna be able to build a regular fire at all. It looks like a vulture or something. Holy smokes. Look at that. That's not terrifying at all. That is actually incredible. That mountain, I want to get to the top of that tomorrow and cook breakfast so we can watch the sunrise. My tent does come with conventional stakes, but the ground that I'm sleeping on is just a very thin layer of sand, and then below that it's just a bunch of sandstone where it's really compact and you can't really get these in there. So for this, I'm just gonna take a bunch of rocks and loop them around the strings that I have and use those as my stakes. Out here in the desert, some people think that it just stays hot all the time. It's actually quite the opposite. It gets really hot in the middle of the day, and then in the middle of the night, it gets really cold. This is mostly because there's not very much water around. That water is able to mediate that heat, and it keeps it stable so that when the earth is warming up from the sun, that water holds on to that heat, and it's able to let it go. But it does get really cold, so I got a sleeping bag. All that walking around and just burning up in the sun has gotten me super hungry. So tonight I'm eating like a king and I'm having steak. Right here I have a jar of garlic butter. I have an idea, so this will be a little bit more stable. Alright. That tastes amazing. Look at this steak. Check that out. Amazing. Another piece down. This thing was full when I got here, and I brought a bunch of these water bottles, and I'm just gonna fill this back up. You might be wondering how I'm gonna clean this. There's not really much water around. I'm gonna fill this up with water. I'm gonna wash everything down with the rag, clean everything up with it, and put it back. There you go, all clean. Now this is super dirty. I'll see you guys in the morning. So in here I have flour, yeast, sugar, and salt. This is the exact recipe that the Outdoor Boys uses. All we have to do is add water and let this thing ferment. Alright, it's all mixed. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my bag, and we're gonna head up to the top of those mountains. Right there, right where my finger is. That's where we were camping last night. It's about a 20-minute ride up here, and I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna start making breakfast. Here's our bread. If you're making homemade bread, you might as well have some honey butter too. Putting a little bit of water in here, and then letting that water boil so that that honey and butter will start mixing better. Even without the honey butter, that's really good. That'll move way easier. Stir this up. That is actually amazing. Holy smokes. I still have some of this hot water, so I'm gonna mix some hot chocolate. Now I got some hot cocoa with some marshmallows in it, so. all that buzzing you hear, it's like zzz, zzz. Those are, I think they're cicadas. Cicadas only come out every 7 years. I'm looking at this tree. They molted their skin. Look at this. Just all over this tree. I don't even want to touch it. Ugh, I don't mess with bugs like that. Cicadas will bury themselves in the ground, and I guess this just happens to be the year. Finally got it here after a long time of trying. So I'm gonna go grab my backpack and I'm gonna set up. I have this tarp out here, but I didn't bring any cordage. There's something out here that can help me fix that. This plant right here is called yucca. This is what I'm gonna use to make cordage. First, we're gonna start by removing these dried off bits. After that, I'm gonna split this in half. Take a knife and scrape off all this stuff on the outside. Now that you got one side, you gotta do the other. Both sides are pretty well shaven off. You're gonna get each individual fiber and just start taking little strands out. I'm gonna take two of the longest strands we have, take it right in the middle and pinch it over like that. You're gonna take your top one, twist towards the camera, and then move it away. And then the new one that's on top, twist towards the camera, move it away. And then you're gonna keep doing this over and over again. And already I have a little bit of a cord coming along. Cordage is gonna run out. The way you keep going, you take another long piece and you just put it right in there. Already I've got about 2 feet of rope. Now I'm gonna just tie a knot at the very end so that it'll just hold itself together. And there you go. I got one completed cord. So I'm gonna do this for a couple more. And there we go, we got a bunch of cords. So let's go set up the tarp. For lunch, I'm cooking something simple. I got cup of noodle stir fry. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Stir that up. That was amazing. I'm low on water right now. I know there's a spring pretty far away from here. This right here is a huge wash. That basically means that all of the water that rains on these mountains come down and flow into this like river basically. It only happens when it rains. It's very dangerous to be here because it's super flash flood prone. Even if it's not raining right here, it could be raining further away and it's coming off of those mountains and it might be rushing further than the rain is moving towards you. You really never know when a flash flood could happen. This right here is called UFO crash site. They call it that because there's this huge gash in the ground here and it looks like a UFO crashed. There was actually con artists in the 1800s that came here and said that a UFO broke right through the arch. They said it used to be one giant rock until the UFO crashed here. And they were trying to sell this alien material. We're pretty close to where the spring is now. This right here is the old well, which I guess people use as a fireplace now. Here is the new well, which, oh my goodness, that looks super gross. Yeah, I might not be getting water from this place. I do know another spot that we could check. I want to explore a little bit more. Look at these stones. I think it's hiding a pipe underneath it where the spring is up here. That trough over there is its water collector. Yeah, look how green it is over here compared to like everything else. Everything else is like shrubs and stuff that'll survive out in the desert, but over here there's plenty of water. It looks kind of like a normal cliff face, but you look in there and it goes way down. But that's way cool. Well, this is a cool spot. I'm worried about filtering the water over there. It might ruin my filter, but I know where a more fresh source of water is down this way. Look like an Australian, shorts and boots. I can feel the coolness of the water. Oh. Oh, that's cold. And the rocks are sharp. Here it is, Katahdin. It's spelled differently, but it's the same sound as the very last place you go on the Appalachian Trail. Let's see. Take this off. Holy smokes. I should have brought some like water shoes or something because the rocks are so pointy. Like, look at these. Look at this. I'm stepping on rocks, like, and there's a bunch of them that look just like that. I had this deflated in my bag the whole time just for this moment. Oh, holy smokes, I'm feeling lightheaded. Whew. Only took me about 7 minutes. Alright. gonna find a big rock. Fishing rod. Boom! Check that out. So this fly is too light to use on its own. The way you fly fish is you have this weighted light, in this case it's this green one. That one weighs a lot more, and you use the weight of that to throw out this fly. But it doesn't seem like anything's biting right now, so I'm gonna go and put this away. Honestly, I'm so tired. I don't even want to make dinner right now. I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning.